What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming game for Boston versus Indiana. Before we begin, hit like button for me. Definitely subscribe. We are here breaking down this slate. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Game four. It's game four, and I don't know what to do exactly just yet. I hate to say that, but it's all going to depend on Tyrese Halliburton. But I'm going to be under the assumption that Tyrese Halliburton is going to be out. But you know what they say about assumptions, so I'm not going to say it during the video though. But yeah, I don't expect Halliburton to play. It's game four. Yes, it's win or go home, but at the same time, we know that hamstring injury. We know the past involving the hamstring. I don't imagine him playing, but we'll go with how if he plays and if he doesn't play. But anyways, starting off with the Boston side, Jason Tatum, 70 burger. 70 burger, which again, to kind of go back to the last game, the Celtics should have whooped this team with no Halliburton. They should have whooped this team, but that's neither here or there. But again, Jason Tatum, 12,000. Preston went up $200. I'm going to roster him the captain once again. I like him a ton. Jaylen Brown, kind of similar story. It's like Luka and Kyrie. I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying DFS wise, it's the Jaylen Brown's the Kyrie and Luka is the Jason Tatum, and they're gonna have boomer but boom games. But it's just which one will have a higher ceiling and to be able to fit in the captain slot to make your other players work. Because the salary difference is obviously there. It's 14,700 and 18,000 in the captain. It's obviously there. Derek White, 7-8. I kind of like him in the utility, but again, he's kind of a fill-in play for me. Al Horford, it just depends on which game we're going to get. Are we going to get the 40 bomb? Or we're going to get the 22 bomb. When I roster him, I get the 22. When I don't roster him, I get the 40. So price tag is still the same. Sorry if I keep looking back on my phone. By the way, we have the French Open going on, so I have a lineup in there. Um, but anyways, Drew Holiday, the illness, is it going to hold him back? It didn't hold him back last night. He still saw a full amount of minutes. We saw this deal at the very end of the game. Um, the price tag is it's okay to me at 7,000, but again, it's just hard to trust what game we're gonna get out of Drew Holiday. Pritchard, I'm not playing Pritchard at 3.6. The minutes are steaming down. Fantasy production steaming down. I'm not really getting to Pritchard. I'm much rather go to other value options on Boston. I'm not going lower than Al Horford. I'm not going to Hauser. I'm not going to Brissett. I'm not going to any of those guys. So looking at the Indiana side, though, we'll play it off as if Halburn is in. Then that means Siakam's price tag is a little bit too high. It means Miles Turner's price tag is a little bit too high. I'm not going to get him as much as Nimhard. His production is going to go down. So is McConnell, of course. Um, but again, I'm going off of it as he is out. But given that he's out, if he is out, Siakam, I'm going to go right back to the well end. He's going to have an explosion game in order to make this win. Be accountable. Miles Turner. That three ball, it also kind of depends on the three ball. If that three ball is hitting, his fantasy points are going to boom. I mean, he did have a great game last game, 39 minutes, 20 or 35 fantasy points. I don't mind Miles Turner. Looking at Nimhart, I love Nimhart and McConnell if, of course, Halliburton is out, which those are going to be chalk, which they both hit. Nimhart had a career game almost. I don't know if that's his career high, but it looked good, 32 points. I mean, we're scrolling through. Believe that's his season high for sure. But anyways, I like Nimhard a ton. I'm not going to roster him in the captain. Will be utilities. If I do roster a captain, it's going to be McConnell. I love McConnell here, which again, that's just chalk. You're eating chalk. Neesmith, 17 fantasy points. I'd much rather go down. Um, I keep getting burned, and at some point it's going to boom. And I hope it booms this game because I'm going to be going right back to the well of Ben Shepherd. It's cheap. It's 3,000. I know it went up for $100, but it's cheap. Is cheap. If he can just hit his shot, we'll pay off. Well, that's the thing. We'll pay off if he can hit his shot because the minutes are there with no Halliburton. The minutes are certainly there. So again, I was burned. I might be burned again though, but it is what it is. This is DFS. At some point, he's gonna have to hit more than 10 fantasy points, and I hope it's his slate. But again, I'm gonna go right back to the board, Jason Tatum at captain. If I don't go to Jason Tatum at captain, I'm gonna go to McConnell at a captain at 9,000, so I can bid in other pieces. But I do like Siakam as a contrarian option at the captain. I like Jalen Brown as a contrarian option at the captain, but my main focal points will be McConnell and Jason Tatum. I'm going to play Shepard. I want to play Shepard again, which again, if I get burned, I get burned. But that wraps up the safe process, though. Thank you for tuning in. It's a great save for the rest of the day, everybody. Have a good one.